Hey guys, McLean2400 here with Big Kaboom, and yesterday we saw the Rum Diary. Now, before we start talking about it, I want to get one thing straight. We both love the movie. The movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's up. I've got a poster of it up on my wall. You guys probably can't see it.
No.
But I read the book Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas after, and before I went into this movie, I also read the Rum Diary, because Hunter S. Thompson is one of my favorite writers of all time. But he hasn't read any of the books, and he's seen both the movies. So I'll let him get his thoughts in on it first.
Well, even though I didn't read the books...
Sorry guys, there might be sound going on in the background. My family's doing stuff.
Well, even though I didn't read either of the books, I really had high expectations for both of them, but mostly for Fear and Loathing, because I heard great things.
Actually, I gotta mention this, because this was funny. I heard they were making a Rum Diary movie, and I heard there was Johnny Depp in it. I was like, sweet. Then I heard there wasn't Terry Gilliam directing. I'm like,
oh.
I'm a little mixed about it. I see the trailers. I'm still mixed about it. I even saw the movie. Halfway through the movie, I'm still mixed about it. I didn't know what to think of this movie. I wanted to love it, which I didn't love it. I liked it. So, sorry. That was just. I just thought that was funny that I just couldn't decide whether I liked it or not.
Yeah.
Going into it. So sorry for interrupting you there. Just had to say that.
Well, like I said, I had really high expectations when I went in, and overall, I loved it. Like, it was hilarious in some points, which I really didn't find fit. But
no.
But it was refreshing to have a little humor in there. A little.
The book's a lot more serious.
Yeah.
Like, there's not, like, the scenes of them going that in the car, and, like, there's not
We're not gonna act it out.
Apparently there's drugs in it, and there's never drugs in the book. There's just rum. And you don't want to know something stupid. It's called the Rum Diary. Johnny Depp's character, halfway through the movie, decides, you know what? I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm like, it's called the goddamn Rum Diary.
And yet, he still drinks anyway.
Yeah. And I don't even think it's rum.
No. They drank, like, rum, like, 2 times throughout the movie. Most of it was beer.
And yet in the book, like, it's pretty much rum every day. So, man, my thoughts about this. I did like the movie. I did like it. I didn't love it. I liked it. Like, the funny parts really... I was laughing, but like he said, they're out of place. Like, this is supposed to be kind of a stranger in a strange land story. But... Oh, man. Sorry, guys, it's just... This movie.
Movie.
They did one thing that anybody who's read the book is just like, what the hell? What the hell? There's a character in the book named Yemen, who is one of the most interesting characters in the book. He was supposed to be like a total frickin' lunatic, and he was going out with the girl in the movie, Chanel. Like, and there was a really interesting relationship going on with him and Chanel. But in this movie, they take Yemen out of the movie. I don't know why. And they replace him with Sanderson. Sanderson in the book is just there because, you know, they plan to buy an island and build on it. That happens in the book. It does happen in the book. But Sanderson introduces him to Zimberger, and Zimberger asks him to become a partner in the island, or, like, make a story. Actually, in the book, I just remembered, he's supposed to write the brochure for the island, Paul Kemp, the main character. So Sanderson, he really doesn't have that big a part. So why they made him go out with Chanel, I'm thoroughly confused by. Plus, I didn't even know till after. Like, I still thought they did this like 20 minutes into the movie, established Sanderson going out with Chanel, and I still thought there was Yemen. I'm like, where's Yemen? He's in this movie, right? Because he's one of the main characters in the book. But no, and it made it worse because Yemen, what made their relationship interesting is that he gets fired, but they're basically surviving on their own. Like Yemen and Chanel live in a shack. Friggin' Sanderson and Chanel live in a frickin' mansion.
In Puerto Rico.
And they have yeah, it is in Puerto Rico in the book. So it's actually San Juan. San Juan, Puerto Rico. And they have a friggin' jewel-encrusted turtle. I'm like,
I think because you said that it was mentioned in the book. I think it was just
it was
side joke.
It was to mock Sanderson of how rich he is. They did it like, man, I heard he has a jewel-encrusted turtle, and like they're pretty much mocking him. So I'm like, nice reference, but there are parts that are funny, but as we said before, they're out of place. One of the things that was funny and was like the best line in the movie was that him and Salah, I'll talk about Salah later, they get like hard drugs from Moberg, who I will talk about later. But they get like hard drugs, and it's like an eye drop. Like, I don't know how this worked. And like I said, there's no drugs in the book. I mean, if you want to see a really drug-filled movie, watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. But he like takes it, and then his tongue keeps like,
it goes all Gene Simmons.
Yeah, it goes all Gene Simmons on us. Like that Gene Simmons on Family Guy. It just like goes. And
that tongue belongs to Satan.
That tongue belongs to Satan. And also, your tongue is an accusatory giblet.
And if it goes back into your mouth, it'll kill you.
If it goes back into your mouth,
take it out. Take it out.
He's shoving a newspaper in his mouth, and it's funny, but it's so out of place. Like,
yeah.
It's supposed to be a serious story, so I don't know where all this humor came from. I think I want to get to the character. I'll say character, you have your thoughts about him, I'll compare him to the book. So, Lauderman. He was the boss.
Lauderman, he seemed kind of like a J. Jonah Jameson for Puerto Rico. But he wasn't as much as a dick.
Puerto Rican Spider-Man.
Yeah. Except he didn't have the stash, which... Yeah.
Yeah.
The Selleck stash, and
Tom Selleck.
And he wasn't as much as a dick.
So, Lauderman in the book, he's really paranoid that the paper is going to go down. And in this movie, he's just kind of like, whatever.
Meh.
And he tries his best to save the paper in the book. He doesn't just go, oh, and I'll just take the insurance and go. Like, he supposedly he doesn't support real journalism in the movie, but he wants to keep the paper going. Like, he loves journalism. So we have the IMDb up.
And it keeps going black.
So Lauderman is played by Richard Jenkins. He did a good job. I think they could have found a better Lauderman. Paul Kent.
Well,
the main character. Sorry.
Yeah, I think he reflected a lot of Hunter S. Like, not a lot, but
he's supposed to, because Johnny Depp pretty much played Hunter S in
Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing. Like, if you read the book, you know what I mean. Like, he gets a letter in Fear and Loathing that says it's made out to some guy. Like, his character's name in the movie is called Ralph Duke. Yet he gets a letter and it says it's for a guy named Thompson. So you're like, oh, okay, it's Hunter S. Yeah, he does kind of play Hunter S. Got any more things to say about him?
They didn't go as in-depth as I thought they would on him.
Yeah.
They explained him pretty well, but they didn't like really go back to the roots of him. Well, not to the roots, that would mean. They
do talk about him before. Like, in the book they say he's a well-traveled journalist. Like, he's been to England, he's been to like Spain, I think. I forget. But what can I say about Kemp? Johnny Depp, that's all I can say. He does a good job playing a Hunter S, but he's better in Fear and Loathing. And he's too old. He's way too old.
He's supposed to be 20.
He's supposed to be 25 in the story. Yeah, right now he's like in his 40s. Like he is old.
Although he did do well.
He did do well. It's just it's a little distracting. But the two characters I really give them credit for, because they got them spot on. Sorry, I was checking the time there. We got 5 minutes. The character of Sala and Moberg. Now, I should probably explain these characters. Sala is supposed to be the grizzled veteran. Like, he's been at the paper longer than anyone has been there. And he knows everything you need to know about how to survive and live in Puerto Rico. Like, he's pretty much the mentor guy. But, the guy that they cast for him, Michael Rispoli, spot on. Whoever cast him, good job. Because that was the Sala I was thinking of. That was what I think he was going to be like. And the other character? Moberg. I'll let you say your thoughts about them. Sorry. Next, I just want to talk about Moberg here. Moberg in the book definitely doesn't have a big role. He's just kind of that drunk guy who's there. Like, he's still a drunk, but he doesn't get fired, by the way. He doesn't get fired. He's just there. He writes the sports column. But, he's like this drunk Swedish guy in the book. They never mention that he's a Nazi. He's a Nazi in the movie. I was like, why the hell is a Swedish guy a Nazi? But he was played by Giovanni Ribisi.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a really good job, too, but I found at some points he became too Jack Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
He just started acting like Jack Sparrow. And
why is the rum gone?
Why is the rum gone? Like, any second now. Oh, I got a job. No. But,
that would have made my day.
So, we'll talk about them, then we'll talk about Chino, then we'll wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, Moberg. Moberg and Sala.
Moberg. He is, in real life, his name is Italian, so he's an Italian that plays a Swedish Nazi living in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That is life right there. That is amazing. That is amazing.
Oh, man.
But he was one of my favorite characters in the entire movie.
He was pretty funny.
He was
some good lines.
Some of the comic relief in the movie.
Yeah, but well, never mind. I was going to mention the dick part. But,
yeah.
Go see the movie, people. So, Sala.
Sala, he was another one of my favorite. He seemed like he would be a good guy to work with in real life.
Despite his cockfighting traits.
Yeah, that was one thing that kinda wrote me off for that movie for a little bit.
The cockfighting was really out of nowhere. I'm like, what? Why the hell is there cockfighting? So.
And I'm really against that.
Really fast, Chanel,
slut.
Yeah. She's an obvious slut in this movie. In the book, she's a more subtle slut. I know that sounds weird, but she's a lot better character in the book. So, your thoughts?
On what?
Rating.
Oh, rating? Probably...
And final thoughts.
3.5.
And your final thoughts about it, too?
Final thoughts, great movie. I'd recommend it. You should go see it whenever you can, and when it comes out, you should definitely buy it.
3 out of 5 for me. Great as a movie on its own. As a book adaptation, it's horrible. It gets some things right, but yeah, it's better as its own movie. So, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.